Hi, I'm Paul Darley, and thanks for tuning into our June issue of Inside Darley. We had a great pump school here the first week of May, and if haven't attended one of our pump schools or CAFS Academy, we'd encourage you to do so. They're held the first full week of May and the first full week of October each year. We do encourage our service centers to try to make sure that they attend at least once every 5 years. There's a lot of news out of Washington, D.C. these days. First off, the 2012 grants are still being awarded. So far, there's been 26 rounds with over 1,800 fire departments receiving grants under the AFG program. That's Assistance to Firefighting Grant Program. The 2013 grants are just getting ready to be awarded, or just getting ready to be open for applications. So we'd encourage you to very closely watch FEMA.gov. A lot of people are suggesting that that grant period is going to open mid-June. There's usually about a 30-day window. Now, if you intend to apply for a grant this year, it's very important, and it's a requirement that you pre-register on SAM.gov. So you can do that at any time, but we'd encourage you to be aware of that change and sign up at SAM.gov now. And then lastly, as far as the 2014 future funding for the AFG and SAFER programs, right now the news is pretty good. There was an appropriations bill under the Homeland Security Appropriations Program that went to Congress on May 22nd that had funding for both the AFG and the SAFER program at $337.5 million. The UASI program, as well as the U.S. Fire Administration, are both taking a little bit of a hit underneath that appropriations bill. So we'd encourage you to continue to reach out to your congressman and ask them for their support of all of those programs. We here in Illinois are really doing our part by holding our 8th annual Illinois Fire Service Home Day. Now, this is held in conjunction with the Illinois Metropolitan Fire Chiefs Association, as well as FEMA and PHMSA, and collectively we'll get over 150 people in attendance. And this year's event is going to be held out at the College of DuPage. It'll be at the Homeland Security Education Center, which is an incredible venue. So we would encourage you to participate in that. We've attached some literature here for you on that event. We also invite our state legislators to those events, and one of the big issues going on in the state legislature, the Illinois state legislation right now, is residential fire sprinkler systems. So they're currently required in over 90 communities, and there's a move afoot to try to make those mandated across the state. So we've actually attached for you here an article entitled 5 Myths About Residential Fire Sprinkler Systems to kind of clear the air on that. And if you're coming to Chicago for the NFPA conference, which will be held June 10th through the 12th, we hope you'll stop by our booth and pick up our latest catalog and see our self-testing residential fire sprinkler systems. I got to tell you, I'm just back from China. It was a great trip, but I'm always a little bit of a fish out of water there with respect to understanding the culture and the etiquette and really how to handle myself in different business situations. And it reminded me that we probably here at home can use a little bit of a refresher as well. So the last attachment for you here is entitled 14 Tips on Business Etiquette. And it's published by Business Management Daily, which is a great web blog. I'd encourage you to check that out. But it talks about everything from how you greet a customer, writing emails, how you work with your coworkers, to dining, to emailing, and all sorts of different tips. So I'm sure there's something you can probably take away, and there's also some other good topics at the end of that article that some good links to other topics that you might want to check out. So thanks for tuning in to this issue of Inside Darley. If there's anything we can be doing to support you, we hope you'll reach out to us.